September, the Buccaneers dominated their first matchup against the Falcons. Can Atlanta even the score? The answer comes your way next.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the
He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their game. And on 4th down, this one away. And take it right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly, but they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, but as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now this throw caught left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by her. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Second and 10. They'll look to throw again. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Buccaneers have it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta will give them the season sweep. Here's a 2nd and 7. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
You thought you had it. You thought you had it. Fournette on the carry.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And now a jet sweep. This is Evans with it. Powers through. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And this is why more and more teams are getting their wide receivers involved in the running game. When you've got playmakers on the perimeter, You've got to get creative and find ways to get the ball in their hands. And here, this is a great job to get out of that initial contact and turn it into a big play.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Fournette on the counter, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
Complete to number 47. It's a gain of 20. And a Buccaneer 1st down. That's the end of the 1st quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Flush to his right. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the 1st down run. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. They'll drop to throw. Evans has it left side. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll make the score 14-0.
14. Falcons, nothing. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
Mike, 45. All day, baby, all day.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On second down, McFarland. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. That result, really no surprise. That's what we're coming accustomed to with this #1 ranked rush defense.
And you study the game. Does this bring back a few memories? Maybe the 85 Bears trying to move the ball against them, 2000 Ravens. Heck, how about the late 60s, early 70s Purple People Eaters, the Minnesota Vikings? Hard to move the ball against those types of teams.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot. A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Got a man complete to Miller. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Antonio Gandy-Golden, his second touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Now Pinion with a kickoff honors following the touchdown. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
45, 45. Mike, 45.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Bullard's throw taken in by Ridley here. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Vita Vea forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Leonard Fournette and the rest of the Bucs offense set to take over once more. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Going up top for Miller. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bucs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point put through by Succop, and a rout is on here this first half.
Falcons 3. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports.
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we gotta go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw, and he finds Howard complete. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Let's go, baby.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
27 on the play. First down, Tampa Bay.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running left, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 65 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Suckup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They'll keep it on the ground. Bernard, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DB, so a dime set here on third down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Box with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
4 yards remain for 2nd down. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 81 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this Buccaneer offense is running away with this one. Leonard Fournette, for a big back, he can cover a lot of ground, and he showed off the athleticism there as he broke off a big one.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Falcons ready. To take over. They are. Right now, just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. 2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On third down, Bernard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's taken on the 25. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, Fournette running left. Fights through, and now a crease.
Missed.
He will not go down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 164 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Well, Leonard Fournette, not a guy to shy away from contact. He can lower the boom on you when he gets ahead of steam, and that was a heck of a run right there. Back to throw here. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher...
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
This is caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's a give to Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now in Atlanta. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? Exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And down he goes goes, a Buccaneer sack. Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Falcons on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
29-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Here's 2nd and a yard. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And that is incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs. And
this is intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Trask. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing. Trask. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
I think that was a pretty good read right there. They caught him in zone defense and went to the hitch. And because they're in zone, that creates a natural space between the defenders and the receiver, able to get it to him quickly and let him get upfield.
Get out the field, defense. 55's Mike.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
Falcons 3. Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Handoff coming left is Vaughn. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trask. Eluding the pressure right.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that will extend this big lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out come the Falcons now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waiting moments of this one. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tampa Bay, they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, it'll be double digits in losses as they fall to 7-10 for their final mark. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved.